And it feels like the Deep South today is brought to you by Troy University. 90 degrees, and it feels like 95 on the field.
Summer is here.
Yes, 50% humidity, and the wind's coming out of the southwest at 10 miles per hour.
That means the baseball is going to fly. That's whenever you see the temperatures in the 90s and the humidity approaching 100% in the south, that usually means home runs.
And App State likes to hit them, and they like to hit doubles. They want some characteristics out there in right field as well with the wall that you got to get accustomed to. Some nooks and crannies that the outfielders will no doubt be challenged by. And these teams did not get a lot of practice time on these fields. So for the players here for the first time, could be a new experience.
Yeah, no home field advantage, no one that's used to playing in this ballpark, but it's a great ballpark and a thrill for these players that hope to be playing on it as a professional baseball player one day.
Here's Dylan Moquin to lead things off. 3:07 Central Time. 0-1 pitch from Dudley, out of the zone, 1-1.
You know, and teams always talk about pounding the strike zone, throwing strikes, working fast, helps your defense, but in a long tournament setting.
Moquin goes after the third pitch and sends it into deep left field. Going to be caught out there for out number one by Bragg.
Yeah, 3 pitches in and out. That's a good number. And my point was that you've got to
1-2 outside, 2-2. Dudley, 41 and a third innings, primarily out of the pen. Opponents batting just .205 against him. He did have a couple of saves, so pitching here at the start of the game, something he's done only once this season against James Madison. Ball is hit to the right side and out of play as it goes down the right field line. So count 2-2 to Joseph Zamora. He's had some clutch hits for the Mountaineers this season. 11th inning walk-off single in their 8-7 win.
Zone early on. Cameron Miller, they call it Miller time. Guy was a all-conference DH for App State.
High and tight, 1-2 now to Miller.
311 on the season, 12 homers, second most on the team to go along with 50 RBI.
Look at the OPS over 1. 1-2 outside. Now 2-2 to Cameron Miller.
That was a good take. That was a nice 1-ball, 2-strike pitch. Right, what you want to do.
So ready to see the Bobcats. Dudley was impressive on the mound for Texas State in that opening frame. So Farber leading things off for the Bob out of Tomball, Texas High School. 8 homers, 44 RBI, 294 batting average. Swing and a miss. Line in the count 0-2. Mora got off to a bang in his freshman season, hit a freshman record 17 home runs for the Bobcat.
Bunted any better. I mean, that is an outstanding bunt. But the Fury does not have big-time wheels because I think most runners would have probably been safe on that one.
Yeah, that play took a long time to develop. And I was thinking surely he's going to be safe at first, but the throw did beat him there. But 2 runners in scoring position now for Mungia, their catcher.
Boy, that's fortunate big time for App State. That ball, I think if Mora had read downward angle right away, if he goes right here, he's going to score easily. But hesitated. Watch right here. He went. His first momentum was back towards third, where it should have been shuffle one home, and very fortunate for App State.
Yeah, he could have scored 2-0, went around.
That's not what you want. 2 balls and no strikes. He knows it too. You're looking for that fastball, but you got to make it be a strike. That time he helped out the pitcher in a big way. That ball was up in his eyes.
2 balls, 1 strike. 2 on the board already for the Bobcats here in this elimination game. Hit in the air. 10-seed Appalachian State Mountaineers, 2-0. If Texas State wins, they will play the number 2 seed Southern Miss tomorrow at 12:30 Central Time. If the Mountaineers win, they will play the number 1 seed. Correa's been a big bat for them this season. Little tapper, gloved by the shortstop, shovels to second, 1 on to first for a double play. told you a few moments ago, they've got 3 shortstops on the infield, and it looked like it right there.
Yeah, that was an excellent turn. Another really good pitch, a good breaking ball that Dudley throws. And then watch the middle infield here. Director for many years, was the head of the NCAA selection committee, the College World Series committee as well. It kind of did it all.
Yep. And the coaching honor in this conference bears his name as Dawson Park at the plate for the Bobcats. Count is 1-1. You can hear the second of many trains that will
right down the lines to left and right, because it is a graveyard to left center.
Here's Pugh.
It's 2 innings in a row. Texas State has gotten the leadoff batter on, and that bodes well, especially against the pitcher who struggles a little bit with his command. Now they're going to be able to apply pressure. You know, they showed bunt. Will they keep it on?
Tried to bunt it and fouled it into the mitt. Count 1-1 to Pugh. He's got the long hair like his name. Bragg's been taking the advantage of the opportunity to get in the starting lineup and play here. Zachary Gingrich, their freshman outfielder, concussed when he got hit in the face by a pitch. They're hoping to get him back in this tournament if they can stay alive long enough, but not in the starting lineup today. He actually came back and played the next day. Bragg, a big-time player at Vernon College, his first 2 college seasons.
That's
two-time second-team all-conference there.
That stolen base by Park, only his second one of the year. 2 stolen bases in 7 attempts. So I'm willing to bet my lunch money that was a hit and run.
Yeah, I was getting ready to say more evidence that was a missed hit and run. Yeah. 2-2 to Bragg, way outside 3-2.
And when I say that, Matt, I mean, I'm serious if I'm willing to bet my lunch money, because I like.
On a warm Tuesday afternoon in Montgomery, Alabama, just getting started here with the Sun Belt Tournament. We've got 2 single elimination games today. A minimum of 15 games over the next 6 days, deciding the championship on Sunday. 1-2, goes fastball and popped him up. Left side of the infield, Lichtenberger battles it and has it. Had to come back and get that as he was fading on him a little bit. Now there's 2 down in the inning.
Even though the scouting report says, hey, he's got a slider. Oh, he's got a split.
As long as they got free scoops of ice cream, man, sign me up.
They literally had the cow. They had the little girl. You could take a picture with the cow. They had every novelty ice cream item under the sun. It was quite an amazing weekend. And
that sounds like my kind of weekend.
Brenham, Texas.
I love
the
it.
Home of Blinn Junior
I love it. Chocolate peanut butter ice cream, that's my favorite. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Park down at third. Bragg at second. Farber at third. Farber at first, pardon me. 2-2 pitch. Got him. Threw the same pitch again and strikes him out to end the inning. And Liam Best, who got himself into a mess in that second inning, is able to come back and work out of it, getting a big strikeout.
Well, he's got great stuff. The fastball is electric, and this at-bat, he showed the changeup and then the big bender in the dirt. And so Best able to work out of a jam and minimum.
In his first season as the Chanticleer's head coach, wins the Ron Maestri Coach of the Year award.
Well, how about Kevin Schnall? This coaching thing's easy. He's been an assistant for a long time, gets the reins and all.
And we won't go down memory lane. I'll go with Dudley here. They broke away from their starting rotation in this situation, and we've got a timeout.
Well, this is the 22nd timeout in basketball move right here. Dudley is so locked in, working so fast. As a head coach, you get 3 offensive timeouts a game, and so that's just a good coaching right there to try to see if you can slow down and allow your starting pitcher more time to rest.
Yeah, Dudley has struck out 3 of the first 8 batters that he's faced.
Easy Mike's thing, a sub above.
Here we go.
Headed to the bottom of the third in Montgomery, Alabama, Riverwalk Stadium, the first of our 2 single elimination games on this Tuesday afternoon in sweltering Alabama. 2-2 pitch. Breaking ball. Did he go?
Oh, what a good take.
He did. Wow.
Oh, he did go.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought he held up.
3 strikeouts in a row for Liam Best. And he has not been better in this game.
Boy.
Wow.
I mean, what an inning. Punks. And for a guy who has at times this year struggled with his command, he is locked in today. Has not been an issue. Has shown the fastball, been able to locate it. Good breaking ball for strikes, and has worked quickly and gotten good defense behind him. Look at that line. He can't do it much better. No walks, 3 punch outs, only 1 walk. He's been in total command.
Yeah, the one hit that he allowed to Lichtenberger to start the second, menacing facial hair. He looks like he's ready for business. Here's Miller. Cameron Miller takes a strike. He struck out swinging his first time up. 95 fastball, and he's ahead 0-2. Man, he is motoring right now. Victim for best in this game, back in the second. 3-2 pitch. Hit on the ground to the shortstop. Lichtenberger throws him out.
At best, even though he's at 74 pitches, plenty of velo, and that time able to get in the kitchen of Pugh, jammed him right to the all freshman of the year, Lichtenberger, who fielded it easily.
Ronnie, we have 2 total hits in this game. Both of them went through the infield. Nothing has been hit hard.
Yeah, it really hasn't. And which is surprising because, you know, both teams had question marks on who they were.
Second inning that looked like it was going to get best out of the game.
Right. He's 1 pitch away from 3 up, 3 down.
Strikeout for Best on the breaking ball. Bragg goes down swinging.
Second inning in a row for Best that he has retired the side in order after not doing so the first couple innings. Watch it again, and we talked about the breaking ball, how he has got.
App is 2 for 25 in the game. And Dudley hasn't helped him out. He hasn't given up any walks through his first 4 innings of work. Dudley has been great. Right now, I'd say he's the star of the game, and he and Best, if his team could come back and win, he'd be the star of the game right now.
Yeah, no, Dudley, look at him. He's standing on the mound. He's waiting. He's chomping at the bit to throw a pitch. Why not? He's feeling it.
Breaking ball in there for a strike by Southern Miss during the regular season. Ball is hit down the line into the bullpen, and a long run for it by Mora. Couldn't come up with it. Tried to make an over-the-shoulder catch there in that bullpen. Now, that's a tricky bullpen in that a lot of bullpens you see in college are behind a wall. This one is not. This is your old school down the outfield line bullpen. So you got the mound out there. You got to negotiate when you run down there chasing a ball in foul territory.
And you got the bench.
Play his first time up. One and one to Correa. He's battled a lower back injury a big portion of the year, sat out the entire Georgia Southern series. But when he's healthy, he can.
Is sort of the gauge. That's what you're striving for. Anything better than that is really, really good. And he is well above that pace.
Breaking ball strike, 1-1.
Or well below that pace.
And he keeps working fast, too. See Braxton Church takes his time before he acknowledges the pitcher. Breaking ball tapped to the right side of the infield. Should be an easy play. Dudley gets over there to cover the bag, and the inning's over. Another 3 up, 3 down inning for the Bobcats.
Came on a hit batter. Should have been a ground ball double play to wipe out the bases. It didn't happen. There was an error, and then they came around to score both of those runs. 3 walks. Best has had made it a little bit difficult on himself, but the 6 strikeouts, 5 of those have come of late, and he's gotten better as the game's going on. Has Best, and Dudley's been outstanding from jump.
Yeah, the 3 walks for Best came the first 10 batters that he faced.
I don't think you would expect. You didn't expect
a year ago as a freshman. That's a 5-pitch walk. He's on base for the 3rd time. So that's what you want out of your leadoff guy. Get on base, and that's what Farber has done. He's had 3 plate appearances. Twice he's led off the inning. Both times he got on base, and every time he's gotten on base. And here's Chase Mora. So he's been out there, and Mora hasn't been able to really do anything with it. He's the guy that bounced the ball to Zamora that should have been a double play that Zamora kicked and opened the door for the 2-run first.
Got to believe this is probably Best's last inning. You know, he's had 87 pitches and counting.
Runner in scoring position now as the wild pitch enables Farber to get to second.
Now with that wild pitch, there's no double play in order, which means the pitch count will go up even higher. So he just spikes this one. Farber was on his horse right away. Got a good jump.
Walk number 5.
Well, here's Galloway, who we've told you, he's battled some injuries this year, but he came through with a big 2-out knock in the first inning, and now he's got a chance to do it again.
And we might have a pitch, the graduate right-hander. First pitch to Galloway is hit to right field, and it's going to be playable out there and caught for out number 3. Bradley Wilson needs all of 1 pitch to finish the inning. Yep.
Season has pitched 4 innings or more just 3 times. This is now his 4th.
He's been really good. Maybe they found something here.
Well, in this past weekend when he threw 4 1/3 against James Madison, he struck out 4, but he walked 4. That's the thing that's been so amazing about Dudley today, and you can see that the body language is there. He's working fast. He's animated. He's feeling it. 5. That's a hard slider that is well placed.
7 strikeouts for Dudley. And now the number 9 hitter, Riley Luft. Man, he is just slicing through these guys like nothing.
He's in the rocking chair. And the thing is that it's not, some of these guys you face, maybe the averages aren't good. The pitch in the day, but more and more coaches do it. I think one of the first guys to really make it a big part of his game was John Cohen. When John Cohen was at the University of Kentucky and then, of course, went on to Mississippi State, now the AD at Auburn, he was a guy that used every timeout strategy under the sun and used to drive fans crazy.
I was getting ready to say,
the league.
Whatever he could do to frustrate the
everyone in Montgomery, Alabama, the home of the Biscuits, where today it has been through the first 6.5 innings of play or so. We've got the App State squad is trying to get it together offensively. It's been all Texas State in this ball game, and Texas State has had dominant pitching, and you see the dugout buzzing right there. They have had one of the best pitching performances by Dudley of the year. He has been in uncharted territory, has thrown a complete game to this point.
The Fury is 0 for 2. Count now 2-1 to the Fury. The Fury moved in and became there every time the Aggies were ranked number 1. They nearly swept the season series from Texas. The Longhorns have been number 1 a good deal of the year, but as Galloway flies out to right.
There's one guy over on the right side of the bag. One player. They had the shift on. One player, and he makes the snag.
You see, busted his glove. Going to get a new one, but now 2 down in the inning. Either going to have to use that one or ring stringer because it looks like they're going to have another game here.
That's right. Because Dudley's got you. He is locked in. This is one of the most impressive pitching performances we've seen in the Sun Belt Conference Tournament. Not this year, any year.
And here's Shipley. First pitch from Wilson is a strike. If you're able to advance, you'll need your offensive elimination scenario where not only are you playing for today because you got to win to have a tomorrow, but you're also playing for tomorrow. If you get that complete game, you're preserving your bullpen. That ball is hit to deep left field, and it is
Foul ball.
Foul ball.
Well, even if that ball had left the yard as a pitch.
And a guy that has not been a starting pitcher. He wasn't a starting pitcher at Blinn either. He had only one start at Blinn. I mean, he is a career relief pitcher. 2-2, breaking ball, hit foul again.